Well, hello. Here we are on a new save, Teodor FM. You are here with me for tonight. And the purpose of tonight's streaming is just to give you an update on the save, and that I will have the VOD that will be moved to YouTube, because this save will be mainly a YouTube live save. This is my purpose, and this is what I want to do with it. And here are the rules. This is pretty much why we are doing this kind of streaming. It's a mid-level EUROJOURNEY, let's say. And the rules are as follows. I will let you know in a second. So as you can see, we are job hunting, which is very interesting and very much sought after activity generally in Football Manager, because there aren't a lot of let's say times when you are job hunting in Football Manager, but this time we are job hunting, and this is what is happening, what is going on. I see that we are dropping a bit frames, but I hope that everything will turn to normal in the end. Normally we shouldn't have any issues. So the European EUROJOURNEY, let's say mid-level EUROJOURNEY. If we are going to here you have some jobs that I could get. If we are going to the competition reputation, because this is where it all starts. It starts in the competition reputation. Yeah. So what does it mean, and what exactly do we want with this? In the competitions from Europe, the leagues of Europe, there are many leagues. Every country has its own league and so on. There are the top 5 leagues that everybody pretty much knows: Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1. So top 5 leagues that were let's say at one point top 3 leagues, you know, with the England, Italy and Spain, and it moved to a top 5 after hello Gary, hey. Nice to hear you. So I was explaining the competition reputation here. There are the top 5 leagues, and below the top 5 leagues, this is why it is a kind of a mid-level EUROJOURNEY. Below the top 5 leagues, there are 10 leagues, yeah, before the championship, because after these 10 leagues, so you have pretty much 15 leagues in Europe, which are quite good, quite interesting, and behind them comes England's second tier, which is Sky Bet Championship. So what are we doing here? We are avoiding the top 5 leagues, because everything is done there. There are a lot of players playing already in the top 5 leagues on YouTube. I have already the Aston story, which is a very nice storyline, yeah, a series with Aston Villa in Premier League, where I'm trying to build them up to be a very important team in Europe. We already have some trophies: Carabao Cup, Europe Conference League. We are in the later stages of Europa League now in season 3, and there are many series that you can watch on YouTube or Twitch or whatever you want in the top 5 leagues, and there are the biggest players are there, the biggest budgets and money and everything is there. So what we are trying to do is to build up this kind of character that will be managing throughout these mid-level 10 leagues, yeah. And the rules are as follows. I have loaded many leagues in the save, so there are plenty of players here. Probably one of the saves with most leagues and most players that I have. And what we are doing is we are establishing ourselves in these 10 leagues, yeah, starting with Portugal. We have Netherlands, we have Austria, we have Scotland, we don't have Russia, we have Serbia, we have Ukraine, we have Belgium, we have Switzerland, and we have Greece. and we have Turkey. Yeah, so Turkey is the league that replaced Russia, because I think in Turkey there are many very interesting teams. Yeah, so this is pretty much where we are. We have these 10 leagues that are kind of mid-level, yeah, before you go to the lower, more less interesting leagues or less competitive leagues, like, I don't know, Cyprus, Bulgaria, and so on, Azerbaijan. We are not going that kind of obscure, because people might not be interested because they never heard of those players. So we are going through these 10 leagues where that you can see here. We have Turkey instead of Russia, and the rest that you can see here. And it is a journey, kind of a journeyman. This is why it's called EUROJOURNEY. Yeah, the rule would be that we are only able to play in the first league in these nations, so only in these 10 leagues. Yeah, we are not going to play in Portugal in second division, because Portugal second division is down here. Yeah, somewhere. No, this is the third division, and the second division is here, Liga dos Portugal. So we are not interested in that. We are interested only in the first league from these 10 nations. Yeah, I said except Russia, we will have Turkey instead. So it's a journeyman, starting unemployed, going forward to try to find a job, and these are the only rules. Going forward, of course, trying to get as many trophies or whatever, trying to have as much as possible success in any of those countries, or in whatever we will end up, let's say. Okay, where are we right now? Because we holidayed until end of September. There was no job at the beginning. There were like very few ones, more national teams. Another rule here is that we will not take over a national team. There will be only clubs, only from these 10, and going forward, changing a lot between them. Maybe we'll get to some of the top ones that are probably Ajax, probably Benfica, Porto, and we will try to challenge for Europe or whatever. Let's see first where we will start and how it goes after that. Yeah. So the purpose of this episode or stream is just to find a job in the end. Okay, so I applied for Ajax job at the beginning because it was free, and of course they leaked it to the press, but in the end, yeah, I didn't want to discuss with them. Then I had a reporter from my own country, from Romania, asking me, but Ajax decided to bring Mikael Reitziger. Of course, Ajax probably the most reputable club from these 10 leagues, one of the title challengers in Netherlands. As you can see here, they are already up there, 26 points. Yeah, 7 points difference from the second one, and this is pretty much where they are now. Because I saw that we don't have anything in July when I started it, I decided to hold it until September, end of September. Nothing happened, and then we had a couple of interesting clubs that had their managers sacked, and one of them was Grasshopper, the other one Sint-Truiden, and the other one Austria Wien. All of them interesting clubs. If we are going to the job security, we see another two clubs that are two jobs that are available. Panetolikos in Greece Super League, they are in 6th place. Yeah, this is not Panathinaikos, no, it's Panetolikos, but it's not that interesting for me. Due to some things here, and maybe we can see them in the job update. Yeah, because here it's very clear. Yeah, you can see things pretty clear. Yeah, first one, Panetolikos. Yeah, they have a wage bill of 2.6. the reputation is 2.2 stars, 2.5 stars, let's say, and they only want to develop players using the club's youth system. So it might be interesting. Yeah, training facilities average, considering that they don't have so many things, they don't ask for so many things, and they are on 6th position, so they have a chance to go to like the playoff or whatever the rules are here, the champions promotion, you know, the championship group. This is how they are calling it in Greece. So you have a chance to go there and then to go to Europe, so it might be a bit interesting. I didn't thought about them at the beginning. I don't know. They might be like the last resort team if we don't get a job at a bigger club. Then it's Mladost, which is in Serbia, Mozartbet Superliga, and it's probably one of the worst teams in these 10 leagues. Mladost, yeah, they are 16th. And if we are going back to the news, they have a wage bill of 959 per year. This is very, very low overall. Yeah, we are talking about what, around 20k or even lower than 20k pounds per week. Yeah, which I wouldn't be that interested in overall, because you don't have that much way to, you know, to progress. Then I applied already for Grasshoppers in Switzerland. Very interesting team. They are 7th, yeah. So it's not last. They have 10 teams in Switzerland. Very interesting. Grasshoppers, Zurich, not a bad team at all. But it seems that they have quite some problems this season, and from what I could see, their wage bill is somewhere around 6 million. Then we have another two, which are Centrudens in Belgium, who have a very big wage bill with a reputation of 3 stars, great training facilities, and sorry, they want us to sign players from Japan and from Belgium. For some reason they want Japanese players, and we can look here in the profile to see why do they want Japanese players. Probably they have Japanese owners or something like this. We don't know. Yeah, they have Japanese owners. Very nice. Are they affiliated to, yeah, to Faggiano Okayama, who are in Japan 2nd league? And then there is Austria Vienna, yeah, who are pretty much the biggest rivals of Red Bull historically, let's say. But yeah, Austria Vienna, they are last in here, and they are not, from this perspective, the fact that they are last and you don't have a lot of room to you know, to progress. This is why they are not as enticing, let's say. But let's see, let's go on. Maybe we will find a job. So Panetolikos hired Mantios. So they found a Greek manager, Akis Mantios, who used to be the manager of Aris Salonique, Lamia, Panionios. So really a very experienced guy, 52 years old. But he is also kind of a journeyman, moving from one club to the other, but only in like inside of Greece. St. Gallen also having manager sacked. Yeah, St. Gallen used to be a very good Swiss team when I was younger. Yeah, they were kind of winning the league and stuff like this. If we're looking here, and the trophies won. Yeah, they have 2 Credit Suisse trophies, but I don't know when. Can I see when? Yeah, 2000. So when I started to watch football, they were kind of the best around Swiss league. Now, if we're going to the team details, Grasshoppers have a lower budget than St. Gallen, but this doesn't necessarily mean anything because the budget here is only the one related to the first team players. So maybe St. Gallen can still be a bit worse in this term. Stadium good, pitch good, year built 2008, so quite a new stadium, let's say, compared to others. So an interesting proposal. I would be interested to start in Switzerland and then move up. What are your plans? Yeah, getting very good. Are you at all a bit rusty? I don't think it's appropriate to discuss this. So let's see. Let's maybe apply also to these jobs. Can apply to Austria Vienna, and then maybe apply to the other one also. Yeah, I have a cat in the room. Okay, so Austria Vienna is offering a job interview. So let's attend. So we have a job interview live here. Let's see if we are matching the ambitions. It's great to be here. Are you willing to assure us that you do a better job of meeting expectations? I'm all about the process. It will lead to good results. I will always back myself to succeed. We need a manager who can work with limited resources. I mean, for the challenge, I'm looking forward. If we all just focus on playing football, everything else would sort itself out over time. How would you feel about working? I don't want to commit to working with him until I've had the opportunity to consider. As part of the recruitment, we are willing to allow you to request changes. Fair amount of changes, wholesale changes. I won't need a budget as I don't plan to make any changes. Okay, what can we ask here if we want to change something in the club vision and so on? Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Do not sign players over the age of 30. I'd like to suggest some changes, but I cannot remove working within the wage budget, which will be difficult to do. We need to avoid relegation this year and be competitive. So we are already in the UEFA Europa League with this team. So it's a Europa League club that is offering this like this first kind of first interview. So unfortunately we cannot change the working within the wage budget, so we will need to keep it like this. So we cannot remove anything. Maybe this I can. If hired, we would expect you to avoid relegation with us. If given the job, I would expect to go well above. Okay, a transfer budget of 346 346k for a transfer budget. Yeah, it's not great, but what can we do? Can we ask for more? I don't think so. I don't think that we can ask for more, and I will say that I agree with this. Is there anything you would like? If hired, I would like the club to expand the capacity. I would like the board to set up a link. I would like the board to allow me to continue my development. Yeah, that would be We don't agree that allowing you to take okay, I accept. What about a senior affiliate? We believe that finding a parent club is a fair request. Okay. Great. That draws things to a close nicely. We would like to extend our appreciation for attending. Okay, so we had a job interview with Austria Vienna here live on stream, and we will try to see if they will offer us in the end what we want, and that is a job. So Van der Rie sacked by Groningen. So here Groningen are fighting their last place, not only fighting relegation, but they are last place in Eredivisie. So it's a tough job, but then it's Groningen, which is a team that I think everyone kind of heard of. Yeah, they are very interesting, and let's see. Maybe we can apply also here. View the job advert. Their wage bill is kind of similar, 6 million. So it's pretty much all the teams around have a wage about 6 million, which is of course better than going to the last team in Ukraine or in Serbia and getting a 2 million budget, or as you could see Mladost, I think it was, with 950k or something like this. So they leaked the rumors probably to get more people to, there's nothing in these stories, probably to get more people to apply. This is kind of why they are leaking it. They are leaking it to make other people apply for the job. So yeah, let's see if this pretty much means that they are not considering, they are not taking the application quite seriously. Okay, so I deny the speculation. You are leaking this to the press, so I say okay. No, it's not true. Yarovenko takes charge at Minaj. Minaj from Serbia was not even in that list that I showed you at the beginning. They were, they are, I think, last one, yeah, in Serbia, 16th. No, it's Ukraine. Sorry, it's Ukraine, not Serbia. It's Ukraine. Minaj in Ukraine. So in Ukraine, I would say that there are only about 3 or 4 teams that are interesting, and of course it's Dynamo Kiev, Shakhtar, and probably Vorskla, Poltava, or Dnipro. I don't know Chernomorets, if they are still kind of interesting. If we go to the seasons preview, yeah, it's Dnipro. It's Zoria Luhansk, from the terror-ridden Luhansk region, where there is a war right now. So they should be the 4th here. So probably there are 4 or 5 teams in Ukraine that are interesting. So overall, from all these leagues, I would say I would probably try to go for some mid-level league in kind of central of Europe, like it's Austria or Switzerland, even Belgium from kind of Western Europe. It's interesting to build a reputation and so on, so that at one time we'll be able to apply to a Porto Sporting job, or Ajax or PSV. Yeah, we don't know. Until then, we will have to wait. Of course, Scottish Premier League is interesting as well, but currently no jobs available. Maybe Celtic or Rangers can be also kind of the end product where we will be at the end of this EUROJOURNEY campaign. So this is pretty much the scope of this. The save will move to YouTube, where it will be live there instead of Twitch, because I think I get along much better with YouTube. But so if you want to see me, you just need to search it right here below. how you can search it. Austria Vienna interview unsuccessful, yeah, and we lost the position also as Sint-Truiden that we didn't apply for because they were last, yeah. So they brought in a Dutch guy, Danny Buys, who used to be the head coach of Mechelen and Groningen. And then Austria Vienna brought in, so they were unwilling to accept the changes in the club ambitions. So they chose Peter Stogger, who used to be the head coach of Ferencváros and used to be Austria Vienna head coach in the past. So let's see, what do we have? We have only Groningen so far, and St. Gallen that we didn't apply for. Maybe we can apply for St. Gallen. Only these two are open. St. Gallen has a budget of 7.2 million, so even higher than the others, than like Groningen and all of these. So they are in a good league. Last Cleans, it's interesting. 10th in Austrian Bundesliga. They have a wage bill of 8 million, good training facilities, but 3.5 stars. So kind of unrealistic, because the reputation, yeah, if we go here to the profile, so it's Teodor FM reputation is half a star, continental B license, ex-professional footballer local level. So it's kind of the minimum possible to be at the, let's say, at the level for this kind of jobs, yeah. So it's only Last Cleans, of course, yeah. St. Gallen offers an interview, so we have the second interview. Let's see how it goes. How would you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I'm confident I can learn the language. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? I'm doing whatever I can to keep progressing. We want to ensure that the dressing room, okay, healthy dressing room atmosphere. I don't want to commit working with him. The importance of having the right, I don't need to make. Okay, so play attacking football, sign players under the age of 23. I can live with that. Then develop players using the club's youth system. Interesting, but I'm not that interested because I don't plan to stay at St. Gallen for 6 years or something like this. Will be probably a kind of 2 seasons job. Develop players using the club's youth system. Do not sign players over the age of 31. This is not great. Play high tempo pressing football. Sign players. So I don't agree with players over 31, but finish mid-table. So they are expecting us to finish mid-table, but I think it's kind of achievable because they are 8th in the league. Okay, let's agree. We would expect to finish mid-table. I agree, that's a fair target. And they are giving 1.5 million, yeah, 1.49 million transfer budget, which is quite good. Wage budget of 7 million. I can make a demand here and ask for a slightly larger wage budget. And ask them if they would allow me to continue my development. Okay, then there is nothing else that I'm not asking for a parent club. If they are able to increase the wage budget, I'm not going to ask for a parent club. We will probably... Okay, so Groningen is offering also job interview. We'll probably be able to get the players that we want without having a parent club if we have more than 7 million euro. You can imagine, should be quite enough. So let's attend the interview for Groningen. So now, if pondering between the two, yeah, we have Groningen and St. Gallen. I would prefer St. Gallen. Of course, Groningen will kind of establish the reputation within Netherlands, which is pretty much where we want to go. We want to go in Netherlands or Portugal in the end, but not necessarily. I mean, if there is a job like Galatasaray in Turkey or Shakhtar Donetsk or something like this, and we are able to compete at a European level with them, we don't need fancy Netherlands. But St. Gallen kind of offers more in terms of, like, you know, European football. This is what we want. Yeah, parted company with the last match sooner. Wants to win now. I want short-term success. Okay. As part of the recruitment, yeah, I don't wish to propose any changes. This is much better. Yeah, at least they are offering us the possibility of giving 1-year contracts for players over 32 instead of no players over 31. Yeah, which is I think kind of stupid when you are at this level, because in the end I agree from a business perspective that you need kind of to think these things through and, yeah, have kind of a business approach and so on. But yeah, you cannot sell players that are 33 or 34 or 38. But what you can do, you can bring better players like Turkey is doing. Yeah, you have all these like Dele Alli. Yeah, he's not 32. Yeah, he's much younger, but there are players like Robin van Persie went there, Lucas Podolski went there, Didier Drogba went there. There are a lot of these kind of examples. Okay. Okay, we will meet the expectation of avoiding relegation. And they are giving us 961, which is okay. 5.1 million, which is not great. Yeah, we will ask the same to be able to kind of have a comparison between the two. If you earn, you would be better equipped to be successful, so that is something that we can agree on. And maybe here let's ask for a partnership. We feel that there is no need. Okay. Let's go forward. And let's see if we get an offer. Alanyaspor from Turkey is insecure. Van Leuven sacked by Zoria. We just discussed about Zoria Luhansk. They are 13th in the league here, but they were supposed to be like in the top 4 or something like this. So it's really unfortunate for them. If we are looking at the wage budget, they have a wage of 1.8 million, which is not attractive at all. But generally, I think that they might have quite a good squad that can be improved and brought forward. Of course, I don't have any of the attributes because I'm playing with attribute masking on. This is one of the rules of this channel. Yeah, it will be always attribute masking on unless there is a video where I'm showing you how to find players or something like this. Okay, so St. Gallen is offering a contract which I think that we will be able to accept. They want to finish mid-table already. And if we are looking here, we are 7th in the league. And what is mid-table? Is like 5 or 6 or something like this. So we are going to take over St. Gallen. Yeah, it's pretty much decided. Let's look a little bit here. So they were 2nd just 2 years ago, and 3rd in 2013. And they got relegated 2 times. 2008, won the league, 2011, and then won the league again. So this is a thing that because the rule of the save is to keep it only in these 10 leagues, yeah, we are not allowed to get relegated. Of course, probably we'll get sacked if we get relegated, but we are not allowed to find a team gets relegated and then promote again. No, we get relegated, we go to a weaker team in another league. Yeah. So St. Gallen facilities, Keyboom Park, yeah, very good average corporate. Okay, 19,000, 13,000 seated. We are paying a huge rent. We have affiliated clubs. We have a dozen of affiliated clubs, but this is, I think this is a thing in Switzerland, that there are a lot of affiliated clubs, and we have first option on all of these clubs on their players. So I think this is the idea of having affiliated clubs, that there are many teams in Switzerland for which we have first option. Okay, so let's see, the purpose will be to be as high as possible and to go to Europe. They have quite ugly shirts, but that's not important. And in terms of the league, I cannot see, yeah. I can see the reputation, but I cannot see these. Quite huge transfer value for this Willem Goebbels coming from Monaco. Yeah, they have a few players on loan. That is interesting. And I think that we can work out with this team. Star player clearly Willem. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Can we go for 3 years? So that we know the job is more secure. No, they don't want. Okay, maybe we can go for 140. Okay. Okay, good. The only bad part here is that we cannot sign players over the age of 31. But let's see what we can do. So here we are, new manager of St. Gallen in Switzerland. Giorgio Contini was considered the favorite, but it is unclear whether the club favored FM all along. All right, average training facilities, average youth facilities, good youth recruitment. Finnish Schweizer Cup runners-up last season. Transfer budget of 1.7, 1.5, wage budget of 7.8. So quite okay. They raised the wage budget because it was, I think, 7.4, 7 or something like this. This is the starting 11, the best 11 with these guys here. Lucas Gortler as being the key. So this midfielder here, not bad at all. It seems for a journeyman starting team. Okay, this is what they want, to develop players using the club's youth system and finish in mid-table. We will see about this. Schedule, arrange a meeting with the backroom staff every month. Okay. So here we are. First team manager. Ongoing negotiations. Noah Epting to go on loan. He doesn't look great. But yeah, he can go on loan. Noah Epting. Swiss guy. Ah, okay. So I cannot do anything here. Playing time expectations. These are the playing time expectations for next season. And the supporters profile, I think this is always interesting to look at. And what I'm more interesting to look is how much is the core and hardcore, and what are their influence to the board. So it's a moderate influence, so not bad. So they have an influence. And core and hardcore are a little bit over 50, which is very important. Very strange. A Barcelona guy and a playmaker. It looks like he is a playmaker. Good technically. Not bad. Yeah, we can use him. 29 years old Spanish guy. Very good. I am starting to like it. Then it's Ziggy. Goalkeeper. Ghana. Has been with us for some time. Guillemeno. I don't know if I pronounce this correctly. Guillemeno. Pressing forward. Swiss guy. I don't have a lot of pictures for these guys. He scored a few goals, but not. Also a Barcelona B guy. I don't know. These guys were going to Barcelona. Past Servette Geneva guy. Still Hart. Swiss guy. Very versatile. As you could see, he can play all over the pitch. We can retrain him to play anywhere we want. But he's generally a destroyer, ball winning midfielder, and can be sometimes a carriero or something like this. But he doesn't have great speed. So these are pretty much the most important ones. Yeah. But the most valuable is this guy. That I don't want to keep saying Goebbels all the time due to the historical connotation. So I'll set him the name of Willem, which is quite good. Willem, French, 2 under 21 caps, and he's only on 261k per year. So these are pretty much the salaries that we are talking about, around 200k per year, the highest one. I don't know how much that means. It's like 4k per week. 4k per week salary. Is that much? Is that a lot? 4k per week in GBP? Even lower, maybe even lower. Let's say 4k per week. The highest one is 4k per week. Data hub, we don't have anything, but we have performance analysts, which is good. Squad induction, we will come back to that. Backroom, do we have a backroom? We have, but only 2 coaches out of 7 and only 1 scout out of 6, which is great because this means that I get to select my own scouts and my own coaches. 2 physios. So I think this was also, look at this compared to the league. Very, very low. This was also an issue why the club is so low this season, because what can you do when you don't have the backroom stuff? You cannot do anything pretty much. You don't have even scouts. How are we going to find players if we don't have scouts? How can we improve? Okay. Development center. Let's go to the dev center. We have these 2 guys that they are recommending. Alessio Besio. Good name. Pressing forward. 2 stars already. So he can already come to the first team. 11 finishing, 13 work rate, 12. faster than what we have seen that we have at in the middle of the park, and 4 stars. So we can keep an eye on him. And Misha Bili, also Swiss guy, very Swiss looking young talent, central defender, heading, jumping reach 181. I was expecting for these guys to be a bit taller, but I think it's good enough. Okay. Let's go season expectations. Nothing here. Mid-table finish. Reach semifinal of the Schweizer Cup. Are we still here? Third round. And quarterfinal, not yet. So we need to win 2 rounds. First one with Lugano, who are the holders, yeah, and they are third in the league, so very tough team. And then we need to win also the quarterfinals, which we don't know against whom we are playing. But okay, minimum, okay. I cannot promise much more than that. Now let's create a tactic. We will go with our usual vertical tiki-taka. We choose a formation. They recommended the 4-4-2 diamond. I don't know if we have wingers. We probably don't have any wingers. Willem can play on the wing. And this guy is loaned out. Eli Yuan. Loan at Hibernian. It's good that if we are loaning players to Scotland, means that we are quite a good club. I don't think that I can recall him, no. So we have this guy who is on loan from Atalanta, Emmanuel Letelat, Ivorian guy, 23 years old, who can play here, and I will probably play him. Great dribbler, great acceleration. Of course, I will play him on the wing. I don't care about crossing or this kind of, anticipation. He has great speed, great agility, great dribbling. Yeah, we'll play him on the wing. But on the left side, we don't have anyone, I guess. Chedrak Akolo. He's also a right winger, Congolese guy. How do we get these players on such low contracts? This is a bit amazing to me after managing in the Premier League so much and so on. These look like very low contracts. So Chadrak Akolo, Leon Dajaku, Albanian guy, he's also a right winger, so it seems that we have a lot of right wingers but not so many on the left. It seems that he is much better, but I guess if you see here, he is natural right and only accomplished on left. But accomplished on left, he has 2.5 stars. I think this is comparable to the other players in the squad. This means that we don't have players that are that good. So let's go with the 4-3-3. And we will see how we can do it. I guess that Ziggy will be the first team player, not this German guy who is not that important in the team dynamics hierarchy. And then what are they recommending? Albert Valci. No, let's select Suter here. Let's put Stergiu. Stergiu, this used to be good, kind of a wonder kid in FM22. He is a St. Gallen through and through, but I remember him from FM22. Stergiu used to come to Italy a lot, or Spain or Germany, so kind of mid-level teams from those championships, so in the top 5. So it's good that we have a wonder kid already, and Valci will be here as a ball playing, but we'll probably not use him as a ball playing. No need for that. Valci is very good. How do we get him on this kind of contract? I mean, uh, any team in championship can come and get him for 1 million contract per year. Okay. And on the left side, Matej Maglica or Kempter. Let's go with Matej Maglica for the moment. Croatian guy. Not bad. So they will play as fullbacks. Fullback support. And central defender defend. This will be pretty much how things will look. Regista. I don't know if this will be a Regista. Most probably not, but let's put him as a defensive midfielder. And it's still Jordi Quintilla. Then box to box will be Lucas Gortler, and this guy can be a deep lying support or an advanced playmaker or something like this. Will be Manfred Fischer. Yeah, he can play also as a playmaker. He's good as a mezzala, very good as a mezzala. Gortler is a destroyer. Quintilla is more of a playmaker than Gortler. But can Gortler play here? Not sure. So this means that we may play like this. This one will be not necessarily Regista, can be a deep lying playmaker defend. Gortler will be a ball winning defend. And we will have Fischer here as a mezzala. Okay, then on the wings, as I said, here will be... Why is he so low, Letelas? I would like to play him. Maybe as a winger? It's very strange. And then Akolo. Akolo. I like this guy's name. And then of course Willem. Guillemeno. Why? So a lot of these do not have good partnerships. But why they don't have good partnerships? It's very strange. So I already selected the players in these roles and we already know that they don't have good partnerships. We have a huge squad, as you could see. We will need to get rid of a lot of players. We have a lot of them that are surplus to requirements, and the fact that some of these guys do not have good relationship between them and they cannot play together, it's also worrying. Let me look at this guy, Guillemeno. Can we use him instead of Willem? But where do we use him then? We can use him on the left side. That's the point. I think that's the point. And he can be here the inverted winger. And then instead of Akolo, we bring in Jeremy. Okay. So anyway, by next time I will I will make sure that all of these questions are answered, and the next episode will be pretty much an episode where we go forward with the save, we go forward with games and so on. I will play also offline, but we will have kind of an hour of live from time to time on YouTube instead of Twitch. So this one will also be loaded up to YouTube as the start of the save, like the first episode. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Stay tuned.